Good afternoon, and a happy Thursday. Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and tips from Elaine's desk. All right, we're going to talk about the importance of self-reflection for business today, guys. So this is going to be, again, so exciting. I just always like the stuff when it talks about ourselves and how we keep ourselves motivated, and some of the positive things that we need to do so we can stay positive within ourselves, and especially for our business, because it starts with you, right? You can't do anything if you're not right. So we're going to talk about the importance of self-reflection for business growth today. Again, hit like and share on this video, you guys. We're back here every Tuesday and Thursdays with great information. So I want to make sure that everybody get this stuff. Say, hey, Rod, how are you doing? How are you doing? Jump on here. Thanks for jumping on here. Hit like and share on this video, guys. Get all your folks on board. Today we always talk about motivation and mindset and all that stuff on Thursdays, and how you put that in to getting your business and assisting the business process to grow, because again, you have to lead the process, right? So the first point we want to talk about today for the importance of self-reflection for business growth. First point today is the benefits of regular self-reflection for business growth, right? You got to do this thing on a regular basis. Hi, Cunniac, thanks for jumping in. So, when you reflect on the process of what's happening in your business, right? Because you have to now find out, you're doing things on a regular basis, of course. So now you want to go back and you want to reflect on the things that was done before. You want to identify with those things that happened over the years or over the months or however long you are in business, and then you want to see what worked, what didn't work, what you need to change, what you need to replicate, any processes that you have in place that have been working for you. You want to reflect back on those processes, and then you want to continue to work on those processes. Any failures, any obstacles, anything that didn't quite work, you want to reflect back on what happened, why it didn't work, how you can correct it, how you can make it better. And so this is what reflection is about, because if you don't sit and go back and think about all these processes, again, you are just constantly moving forward and really not paying attention to see if anything is really working for you. So the benefits of self-reflection is going back and looking over the months, over the years, and see what processes you had in place and how well it has been performing. So, again, like I said, what to replicate, what to change, and maybe some things that you probably don't need to do anymore, right? Any challenges, any struggles, you want to know how to overcome those things. And once you overcome those things, again, of course, it might, prove to be a better and a more positive process for your business. Okay. So this is the first point today, the benefits of regular self-reflection, and do this on a regular basis, guys. Don't go on long journeys and months and months and months and end without reflecting back, because you may be continuing to do something that is not even beneficial for the business. So you have to do this on a regular basis. Okay. Regular self-reflection for your business. And this way you can always put something in place or stop something from happening. If you continue to do it, you will never know. Sometimes it might be too late, spend a lot of money, cost a lot of money, and a whole lot of stuff can happen if you take too long to do this stuff, right? So the first point today, the benefits of self-reflection for business growth. Hi, Danny. Hi, Lane Smith Proby. How are you doing today? Thanks for jumping on here. So we're talking about the importance of self-reflection. So let's go to the second point. And this is so important, right? Because we hear about what we should be doing, but then we don't always know how to do it. So point number 2 is techniques for self-reflection and identifying areas for those growth, right? So things that you can do in order for you to identify what those areas are. Now, a lot of times you have to do this. You have to identify your strengths and weaknesses. You need to know that. And then a lot of times in terms of reflecting, it's meditation, right? It's meditation. You can go into a mode where you are meditating. This is how you go back and reflect on certain things. And then some people write journals. Some people, make a journalize those things that happens. You can go ahead and write that down as well. That's one technique in order for you to go back and self-reflect. You can jot these things down. It's okay. And I love this one right here. It says, talk to yourself out loud. So, sometimes you go back and you're meditating or you're going back reflecting, but it's okay to then talk to yourself out loud. It's okay to have a conversation with yourself. You could ask yourself questions like whether or not that stuff work. And, you could talk I love the talking to yourself. I do it all the time. Like, there was a time when people said you talk to yourself, it makes you crazy. But hey, look, you talk to yourself out loud. A lot of times you find out that things does or does not make sense. And then you can also answer yourself. That's fine. That's also reflecting in one of those techniques that you could go back and reflect on areas in your business and your personal lives. And then you can move forward and know what to do, right? Sometimes it feels like you're not getting anywhere. You're not moving ahead. And a lot of times this is going to happen in business, guys. There's days when you're not going to feel like you're making progress. And these are the days when you really want to take that moment to meditate and reflect back on the things that have been working. And then that would also give you some more insight, some more motivation, some encouragement to move forward and then, replicate those things that happen. Okay. So this is very, very, very important. And we want to make sure that you do this all the time. We talked about exercise, we talk about breathing, we talk about even walking, and, some people read and stuff like that. This also helps the mind to then, rejuvenate and then give you some more encouragement and give you some more motivation in order for you to move forward to be successful, right? So we got to work on ourselves. Right? Because everything depends on you. So that's the second point today, right? Those are some of the techniques you can use in terms of doing self-reflection and get those creative juice running again. Okay. So point number 3, self-important. You guys hit like and share on this video. I know everybody wants this information. I have talked to a couple of clients in the last 2 days who have had these businesses, and so many days they're feeling so stuck, they don't know where to go, what to do. And I encourage them to go back and check these videos out because it gives a lot of good points in terms of keeping you positive and continue to step forward, right? Because every step you make forward, you're getting closer to your goals. Third point today is recognizing your strengths. Now, this is key. You need to recognize what your strengths are. And this is what is going to help you to move forward, right? So you have to know that, okay, are you enthusiastic about your business? Are you trustworthy? Are you creative? These are some of the strengths that you have to have. Are you disciplined? And I love determined and dedicated. These are strengths that you have to have within in order for you to be successful in your personal and your business lives. You got to have these things. Are you patient, right? How are you, are you respectful? These are strengths that you have as an individual, right? And then work on those things. If you feel like you're not as patient as you need to do, work on that, right? Work on your creativity, work on all these things, dedication and determination. Those are signs for success. Those are the strengths that we need to have in order to be successful. So the better you know yourself, the better you can make good decisions, right? Better you can make good decisions, and you won't be afraid to make decisions because you believe in yourself, you're coming from a place where, you're sound, you're solid, you're positive, and you know that you are, you're in a place where you can make these decisions and feel comfortable about them, right? So that's the third point. Recognize your strengths, work on that. Develop any of those characters. If you don't have them or you're not good at them, just develop those characters, work on those things some more, because this is what's going to make you stronger, make you better, and make you a more successful person in your business, right? So let me go over these 3 points, guys. If you have anything to add to this, put it in the chat below. We could talk about it as well. Any other pointers that you guys feel is a good thing for us to discuss as well, because we want to make sure that everyone is staying motivated, staying positive, and moving ahead. Okay, so let me recap these 3 points that is important for self-reflection and your business growth that will continue to help you to move forward. So Norman Strong says, what if, and you know what? Where is this lovely, beautiful glasses? Because I'm not even going to try this one today. I am ready for you, Norman Strong. Let's see what this glass is going to tell me. All right. What if someone don't respect your business hours and they try to tell you how to run your business and disrespect the fact that you don't respond after hours? So what if someone don't respect your business hours? So Norman Strong, that's a good point. Now, this is the thing. Once you are, right, you're comfortable in your business space, you know where you are, right? You're confident with what kind of services you are providing, and you set those business hours. The most people will understand this is the business hours. I mean, there's so many places you can call and it says after hours, we're closed at 5. And what happens? We all will call them back in the morning at 8, right? So if a person don't want to respect those hours and you're not available during the time that you set for your business, then it might be not a very good customer or client for you to have, because we should all respect each other's time. And if you know that you are rendering great service, right, you're going to get a lot more customers or clients anyway. And people should respect the fact that if you're closed and if they have to wait for 8 o'clock in the morning when you start doing business again, everyone will respect that and they will also do it. And of course, if there's any concession that you need to make for anybody for any reason, us as business owners usually know when to make that. If there's an emergency, right? If there's an emergency, you have a great client, there's an emergency, we all know how to make those concessions, and you'll know when to do that and how to do that. But of course, I think you need to stick to your business hours and people will respect that. And as long as you're giving quality services, everything will be all right, because you will get more customers, right? So I would definitely stick to that. Good point, you guys. So let me reflect, go back on the 3 points to the importance of self-reflection on your business, guys. First one is the benefit of regular self-reflection for business growth. We want to do this on a regular basis. Again, don't take forever. It's okay to take a moment out once a week or every other week, once a month, and reflect back on what happened in the business, how well things are going, what's actually working, what you continue to do, what you need to replicate, what you need to terminate, what you need to, rework, restructure, reconfigure. Go back and reflect on those things and see what happens there. All right. And then I'll need to add this in here too. Make sure that you continue to pray, give yourself praise, applaud the things that really work for you. Second point today is techniques for self-reflection. Identifying the things that you need to do to reflect on yourself. Guys, you want to meditate. A lot of times people do a very good job with meditating. Some people will do walks in the park, what have you, in nature. A lot of times people will just read, stuff like that, right? And some people will need to journalize their activity on a regular basis. And others will talk to themselves. I'm one of those people, I talk to myself all the time. So you can talk to yourself. So these are some of the techniques in terms of self-reflecting, because when you talk to yourself and you honestly answer those questions, then at least, you can move forward. You know what to do and how to go about, doing better in your business and with yourself, because you are the one that's in control. Third point, recognize your strengths. We all have to recognize what our strengths are, work on our weaknesses. We need to be enthusiastic on a regular basis. We need to be trustworthy. We got to be creative at all times, discipline, patience, respectfulness, and we must be determined and dedicated. Okay, so once we know ourselves, the better we know ourselves, the better we can act and the better decisions we can make in order to be successful. And that's it. That's it. He said, thanks. All right. So those are my 3 points today, guys. Don't forget, those of you who, again, like I said, is still on the path of starting a business. I have clients who have these LLCs that they've had them for 3 years. They don't know where to go. And I've had conversation with them doing their taxes in the last couple of days. They said, I still don't know what to do. And I said, well, I guess you need to come in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and listen to all this information that I'm giving, or go back to these lives and find information in there, and or go to elainesdesk.com, which is what I tell them to do. The free webinars on there, from brainstorm to businesses on there. It tells you everything you need to know and what you need to do for your business in terms of getting it up and running. Okay. So I want you guys to go to elainesdesk.com for that. And then, of course, if you're still a little confused or still need some more advice, go to PROBY'S Tax and Accounting and call the office at 323-290-9034, and or go to the website and book a 15-minute free consultation. I want to make sure that you guys are understanding the process, staying positive and moving forward. Again, I want to make sure that you guys are doing that in order to stay and be successful. So if you still need some consultation, book 15-minute free with me. And so that we can, make sure that we win. Again, like I said, 2023 is a year we got to keep winning. Okay. So I'm applauding all you guys out there with your businesses. Danny, I see you moving ahead, getting more stores, know 2023 is going to be huge for everyone, and your product is going to be everywhere. Awesome product. I love it. And then you guys out there with all your businesses, just stick to the script, right? Stick to the script, stay motivated, and stay moving forward. Okay, so I love that. Your success is our business. And for those of you who have an LLC, who have an S corporation or a partnership, March 15th is the deadline to get your taxes filed and or file an extension. Once again, you do not want to work for all this money and pay it out in taxes or penalties and interest. If you're not able to get your taxes filed by March 15th, if you have a partnership or an S corporation, file an extension, guys. PROBY'S Tax and Accounting can assist you with that. Make sure that you get it done anyway, because there's penalties to that. You can give us a call at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, or go to our website again, so you can save money on these penalties. We don't want to give away any money that we don't have to. Okay, so March 15th tax deadline. We can do your taxes anywhere in any state, comfort of your own home, online. You don't have to go anywhere. Everything's done automatically. Okay, so you don't even have to leave home. All right, so with that said, I think that is it. Every Tuesday and Thursday we're here at 1 p.m. with more great information. You guys spread the word and everybody get this information, because if they don't hear it here, they call and ask me anyway. Okay, I think that's it, right? With that said, you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday afternoon. Again, this is the end of the week. You guys have a fabulous weekend, and you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.